It takes all the army and the navy to put the wind up, Sylvester. Anyway, that's where Sylvester came from that song. We used to sing it in the show. McCoy came from a very rude joke, which I won't tell you, because there might be children present. After midnight, I'll tell you.
Are there anyone up there that has a question to Sylvester?
Oh, right. Hello.
Do you have a favourite doctor?
Yes, me. Oh. I look in the mirror every day and say my favourite doctor.
No, but besides you, do you have a favourite doctor? Do you like the old series?
Any more questions, or are you finished? Okay, yes. Well, my favourite doctor, in fact, is I think a lot of people are like this. It's the first doctor they will see. They tend to be their favourites, like your first love. You always have a special place for them. And my first doctor was Patrick Trout, the second doctor, way back in 1960 something or other when I first saw him. And then I enjoyed the rest. I mean, John Pertwee was great. Tom Baker's amazing. But then I lost touch halfway through Tom Baker's tenure because I became an actor. We didn't have VCRs or any way of recording anything. I lost touch with series and serials, and because I was acting. And so that's it, yeah. Old series, new series. Well, I don't know really. I mean, I think I love the new series. I love all the fact that they can get Daleks up the stairs very easily. I mean, when I did the one with the Dalek up the stairs, it was quite extraordinary. Well, see that box there? Is it empty? Could you just grab that and give it to me, please? Yeah, that's a Dalek. No, I don't. I just want. I did not ask you to open it. Obey. Anyway, so this I was in the first story to have a Dalek actually levitate up the stairs, and what they did was they actually got a big Dalek, a big metally Dalek, and rather than build a lightweight one, they stuck two metal poles in its side like that, and then these metal poles went through a parallel pole to the steps behind a wall. And then they got 10 men on the other side to try and get this bloody Dalek up the stairs. You know? The poor thing, it was sick by the time it got to the top, it was wobbling all over the place. Whereas now, all you have to do is just press a button and it goes up the stairs. I think that's cheating, isn't it? We have real Daleks, not made up ones. Anyway, what else did you ask me? That was it. 2 questions, 2 answers. Anyone else down here want to ask? Can you come forward? I can't get down there because it's too... Well, yes, actually, I managed to keep the whole costume. Partly because they gave me a special one to do, PR work. So I had it at home. And so when they stopped it, I didn't tell them I had it, so I had it. So I managed to hang on to that, really. But I think Peter Jackson's now got it. Yeah, he collected them. I think he's got my costume, my Doctor Who costume. He's also got my Radagast the Brown costume. So I'm hanging on to my own clothes like mad in case he was older than me. Come forward, yes. Come.
Have you read The Lord of the Rings? What did you think of them?
I read them years ago. I read them to my son. Well, in the 60s, it was obligatory. You couldn't grow up in the 60s and not read The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. But then my 2 sons came along, so I read them again. And then I got a part in it, so I read The Hobbit. You could hardly find my part. Luckily, they give more in the film than in the book. But yes, I did read them. I thought they were great. I thought they were wonderful. Yes. The thing is, could we get something to get me down? No.
Yes, of course. I will bring
Hang on. You see him.
Tanto minutos ungefär.
I got a pin here. Someone up here. I saw a hand away up distant path.
I wasn't in the set of The Hobbit, and what was your funniest and the best moments for you?
Well, how was it in the centre of The Hobbit? It was great, except, I mean, the funniest moment was being told by Peter Jackson. He said, "Listen, Sylvester," he said, "I'm going to cover you in shit." And you know, that was kind of funny. Well, no, it wasn't really. But you know, he always said, "I always wanted to cover an actor in shit." So that riding on the sled, that was a hugely enjoyable moment. Hanging on the back of the sled, and he used to get 10 men and ropes, a bit like the Dalek up the stairs, and they'd rush me through the set and bouncing about all over the place. I loved doing that. And then they stuck the rabbits on later, upstaging rabbits. You know, when I did the scene with what's his name, Simon? No, not Simon. The hedgehog. When I was doing the scene with the hedgehog, Sebastian, that's his name. Yes, he was called after Peter Jackson's PA, Sebastian. When I was working with Sebastian, he was just a stuffed animal. You know, and there I was the star, me, and this stuffed animal. Anyway, I got on to see the film. What happened? Weta, those blackguards at Weta, those wizards of Weta, turned Sebastian into this upstaging little bloody animal. I hate him. I thought it was my scene. It becomes his scene. You know, when I was at Weta, they asked me, what's his name, runs Weta, Richard Taylor, told me that the most popular requested model is bloody Sebastian. I thought he was going to tell me, but no. So I hate that animal and those rabbits. I hate them. No.
Hello. Yes, sorry that it got so much on the Radagast thing, but I'm going to ask another new question if that's all right.
Yes.
All right then. Well, how was it like in the TARDIS on the set? Because you know you moved from different set and you got from one location from the other location. How was it like?
Well, I mean, it wasn't. Should I give this away? It's not bigger on the inside. In fact, what it was like is, if you imagine you go to this black box, and sometimes it didn't smell very nice, because we were on location, and sometimes there wasn't anywhere for people to go to the toilet, you know? And they'd take advantage of the TARDIS, the technicians. They'd be in there having a wee. And then we'd have to crawl in there afterwards. Let's get out here and save a planet. It smells in here. What was great about the BBC in those days is, you know the light on top of the TARDIS? I wish there was this guy keeps going on down here. Anyway, the light on top of the TARDIS, it used to flash on and off. What that was a man with a car battery inside the TARDIS and 2 wires. And he'd be going... That's high technology that they were using. So he was in there. There was also someone in there because sometimes it fell down. So there was a guy in there holding it up. And there was myself, and there was Sophie, and then there was some other people, and we were all crammed in this box, desperate to get out and save the universe. Anyway, right.
I was just wondering, what's your personal opinion on the 50th anniversary special of Doctor Who?
Well, I thought it was great. I saw it the other day, Saturday, in London, in 3D, and I was watching it on the cinema and realised, because it was different watching it in the cinema than watching it in your own room. It's intimate in your own room. It's, you know, you've invited someone in. Suddenly if you're watching on a cinema, the thing about the cinema, actors, when they're up there, they're kind of gods for a bit. And it's like, my goodness, you know, these Doctor Who, you know, Matt and David are, you know, like gods up there. I just thought they were amazing. I enjoyed it immensely. I was, you know, we were... did anyone see 5 Doctors reboot? I think that was better. There's a hand over there. Come here. Come hands.
How was it?
How was it? It was great. When I first got the role, I hadn't seen Doctor Who for years and years and years, and I had a distant memory of Patrick Troughton. Then they gave me the script, and the first one, you know, I brought my baggage of comedy skills. Can I take this?